Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm back for another video to talk to you guys about a few products that every brown girl needs to kind of hide away any pigmentation that you may have, or if you have like any ashiness. I mean, I know that every brown girl, maybe not every, but most of them do, including me, suffers with like ashiness and pigmentation and like your foundation not applying really well. When I first started doing makeup, I had a really big issue with like ashy makeup. Like it looks so grey, and I'm always trying to teach my mum and my sister to not have like grey skin. I always had a bit of like pigmentation around my mouth area. I'm naturally like darker around my mouth area, and I know that some people with a darker skin tone suffer with a bit of like darkness around the eye area, which is like pigmentation, or on the lids or some parts of their area like on their forehead or something. So this video is just all about talking about a few products that I really like to use, especially for like colour correcting, and there's also a skincare product that's really like helped me so much. So if you want to know what these products are, then just keep on watching. Also, just a little disclaimer, these products are mostly for darker skin tones, but I could also recommend some for like if you're fairer, or like if you've got fair skin. Even though these are more targeted to like darker skin tones, don't worry if you have fair skin, you can still like use some of these, or I can also like recommend, I'll probably like recommend some for like fairer skin tones as we go into the video. Also, I do have a makeup tutorial on this look. I filmed it today and it will hopefully be on my channel before this video, so I'll leave a link to that in the info box. And I am obsessed with these lashes. They were actually sent to me by Classy Lashes, and I am obsessed. They are so comfortable and I can literally not feel them on my eyes. I just don't want to take them off. I just love them so much. But anyways, I'm going to stop rambling. If you guys want to check out these lashes, I'll leave a link to their website in the info box, and I've also got a 20% off coupon code, so go check those out. They're super affordable, 100% mink lashes. Anyways, you probably heard me talk about it already in my previous video, but all links will be in the info box and the coupon code. So I'm first going to talk about ashiness. Now, if you've got ashiness when you apply foundation, it's either because your foundation's too light for you, or because you have darkness under your skin and your foundation is not suiting that area of skin that's darker, and that's why it's making it ashy. So there's like two reasons, which is also linked to pigmentation. So for example, I have pigmentation around my mouth area, that's why it's giving me ashy areas around my mouth, because my foundation's not suiting this part of my face, but everywhere else it's fine. You guys know that I love colour correcting, so the first colour correcting product that I want to talk about is the LA Girl Pro Conceal Corrector in orange, and this is a really nice colour corrector. I use it mostly around my eye area, my mouth area, and I also did apply it a bit under my eyes, because lately I've been getting a bit more darkness under my eyes because I'm like super tired. But it's really good because it's so pigmented and it's got a thicker consistency, so it sits really nice on the skin, and it doesn't really mix in with your foundation. Now, with any corrector, you really want to apply just the right amount, because if you put too much, it's going to mix in with your foundation and it's going to give an orange look to your foundation. I've seen so many girls, like outside, like Asian girls in particular, I never say that real word right. I've seen so many girls with like orange under eyes because they put too much corrector, or their foundation's not full enough coverage to like cover it. And I also get so many questions about it. A lot of you guys ask me on Snapchat, how do they kind of like take away the orange look when you put the foundation on top? So the tip is you really need the tiniest amount, just enough to like cover, just like add a little bit of warmth to that part of your skin. So that's the whole point of colour correcting. It adds warmth and it colour corrects the darkness. You also need a medium coverage foundation. Don't put corrector if you're going to be wearing light coverage foundation, because it will come through and it's just going to look orange. So I would recommend maybe medium to full coverage foundation for whenever you're wearing corrector. But this one's a really good one, and it's £5, so I love this one. Another product that I really recommend for colour correcting, or for any woman that has darker skin, I would recommend this palette by Makeup Revolution. This is the 5 Camouflage Cream palette in the shade number 4, I believe, and you get like I like to use this sometimes for concealer, but you get like contouring shades and then you get a nice corrector shade. I really like this because it really sits nicely on the skin. And you've also got like either shades to contour with and a nice concealer shade that you could use. And the contour shades are really good for like deeper skin tones as well, which is really nice. So I definitely recommend this palette because it's really versatile and it's got a nice corrector shade in there as well. You could use that one as a concealer, you can use the other ones for contouring. So you've got like a lot of products in here, which I really like. The next one is the NYX Full Coverage Concealer in Orange. Now this comes in a little jar like this, and it's very like full coverage and creamy, and it sits very nicely on the skin. Like, it doesn't dry me out. That's like the important thing. It can't like crack my skin apart. Like, it just can't look drying. It has to sit nicely on the skin, especially because I've got dry skin. So this one sits really nicely on the skin, and I love the brightness of the orange because I feel like that's what I need to warm up the area. I wouldn't really recommend this for fairer skin tone. The orange I don't really recommend any of these correctors apart maybe for the next one that I'm going to talk about. These ones, because they're super bright for fairer skin tones. So I would maybe recommend like a lighter orange for you guys, or maybe if you've got like blue veins or like green veins or undertones or like green or red undertones under your eyes, I would maybe suggest like a pinkier corrector, because those are that color is gonna more color correct those type of tones more than orange. So yeah, if you've got like blue, green or like purple undertones like pigmentation under your eyes or like veins or anything, definitely try a pinkier corrector. That one's really good. Or maybe green if you've got like veins and stuff or like spots. That one's good as well. So yeah, the NYX one's really affordable. It's really like easy to use and it sits well on the skin. Doesn't dry me out. So I definitely recommend this one if you haven't tried this. And then the last corrector that I want to talk about is the Bobbi Brown corrector in dark peach. This one's a bit lighter, so if you're like lighter, you could use this one. So let's say if you're like more like a lighter skin, I don't know how to explain it, but if you're lighter skin than me, then you could use this one. This one wouldn't like look too orange on you, and it does a job. It does a good job. It doesn't do as good as it's not as good as the other ones, because sometimes I look super dark in around my mouth area and I wouldn't go for this one, but some days I'd look less dark, so then I just go for the Bobbi one. But it's another good high-end corrector. I really like this one, and I believe it's around £19. And again, it sits really nicely on the skin. That's why I like it. So those are 4 color correcting products that I definitely recommend if you have any darkness, or if you have problems with ashiness. If you have like pigmentation in your skin, just dab it on top of there, put your foundation on, and it will literally like go away. So like it really evens out my mouth area and my under eye. So yeah, now on to the last product that I want to talk about, which is actually a skincare product, and it's bio oil. If you have not tried bio oil, definitely give it a go, because I have been wearing it seriously every day on my skin, and what I like to do is just really tap it. I like to warm it up onto my hands like this and really tap it into my skin, and I just put the rest of the products that I used to use, like moisturizer and eye cream and all that, and I use it every day, but it lasts you for a really long time because you don't really need that much for your face anyways. But it's so good. Like, I've never seen my skin so even and so smooth in a long time. Like, I don't remember my skin being like this, because I always had little tiny dark, like tiny spots everywhere. Like, my skin was so textured, like there was so many little spots everywhere that I didn't feel comfortable with that, and I was just looking for that product that will like help my skin. And it evened out my skin tone. The darkness around my mouth area is going away slowly. Like, maybe you guys haven't noticed it, but me that always notices it, I'm seeing it go away slowly. And it is a process. I don't know, I've been using this since I did a haul video. I don't know when I did that, maybe a month or a month and a half ago, and I've been using it every day, and I really like it. I'm not too sure about stretch marks and things like that. Maybe it takes longer, but it's for your skin. I love this, and it also hydrates your skin. I love the smell. And yeah, if you have like pigmented areas on your face, use this oil like every day. I just put it like at night time. Actually, I put it at night time. I don't put it in the morning, and it just evened out my skin tone. I don't know how to explain it, but it actually really worked. So yeah, give this a go. I'm really happy that I have this because my skin has never looked like this smooth and even before. Like I'm obsessed with this now. So yeah, those are the products that I think that any brown girl or darker skin girl should have to kind of colour correct their darkness, or if you have trouble with like ashiness. I know a lot of people ask me questions about that, so I thought I'll do a video about it. I know it's very like specific and it's best for like darker skin tones, but if you guys want to see a video where I use colour correcting on a fairer skin tone or maybe on someone else, where I use maybe a lighter orange or greens and purples, I can show you a video on that if you want. Let me know in the comments below. I hope you found this video helpful because a lot of you have been asking, and I thought let me just do a video. I feel like I'm just repeating myself, but please give this video a thumbs up if you did find it helpful. If you have any questions, ask me in the comments below, and I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!